You gotta look good when you lose. I'm all white, so I'm good. Head, head down that, head down the hill into the
The weather this
cave.
time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta
I don't
Falcons.
have too bad a stadium. I like the stadium.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Jones. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Handoff right side to Pierce. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Throwing again on second down. Jones. He's got Jordan complete right side. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins.
Yeah, too many over there.
He is going to lose yardage here. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
To throw again on second down. Jones. Open receiver here. Complete. It's Parker. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. Throwing Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Brevin Jordan, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are on the board first here this afternoon.
Man, my hands hurt.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Ryan to the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Oh, my.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Falcons at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins, take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Well, the Falcons and Panthers, of course, division rivals, but it wasn't a great year for either offense last year, that's for sure. Look at the final numbers. The Falcons, they were 29th in the league in total yardage. The Panthers were 30th. Certainly both looking for an uptick here in 2022. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction.
His number, huh?
Loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. And some room to roam now. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Good play, good play.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. First down, here's the run with Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They run again on 1st down. Cook, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
To throw is Ryan. That's out to Hill, right side complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it, and it's picked up by the Panthers.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
Jones now. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Targets Parker, and he's got him on the crossing route. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Cook. And he'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now Cook running right. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. This complete to Jones. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
I already thought you were going heel because he's
right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook.
Oh, he failed.
Take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
He failed. I don't know if he got pushed or failed when he was coming to get you.
And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining.
Come on, Hopkins.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again, Jones. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, Difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. On first down, Ryan.
My God, I cannot believe that.
Touchdown, Falcons. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 70. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So they're able to break the tie just before
I jumped it too soon.
Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Taken in at the 3. So we're at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front.
That was Grant. He'd been gone.
To Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. The return from his end zone is Grant. And he returns this to the 22. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Second down, they go right back to Cook.
And again to the line.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 83 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the...
Hills hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So we thought maybe they would have a chance to extend this lead on the opening drive of the second half. Instead, they cough it up.
Obviously not an ideal start when you're trying to get a little separation, and I can guarantee that they talked about that in the locker room. Let's get out there, start this quarter the right way. Let's try and put some points on the board and create some space.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times
I've never seen him fumble like that
just
before.
Get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jones. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And
that's your play. Thank you.
Panthers first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. That's a 41-yard line.
From the 41, Jones
Oh.
trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leonard Floyd. 20, 10,
Good pick.
and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So that a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the 3rd quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you can lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And all deep in his own territory, crosses the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast.
Yeah, get any
in addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line.
That was close. I know.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Ryan. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hill. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 2nd down and 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
I ain't got behind it.
Here's Ryan to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers.
You know who that was, right?
His guys will get the football back.
That was your boy McCourtney.
It's costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but Certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, he catches it off the tip. It wasn't even intended for him. The 30. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards.
Sometimes it pays to be lucky rather than good. That was not even the intended receiver on that pass.
But still able to haul it in for the reception. Back to throw again. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on the job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup.
Yeah, he ain't got him out there, so I ain't gonna
They
worry
are
about
in
him.
need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook.
Oh.
There he goes.
Overshot him,
30, the 20. Touchdown, Falcons.
Yeah, I know.
Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Carlson on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation.
And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield, and the Falcons grab it.
You know,
And they
I
take
had tried something
possession 2
new.
yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next
I
week.
wish I get one of those plays. You know how they do that in when he's out there that far, he throws it.
Being sloppy throughout the game, not
I
help him
don't know who. Yeah, I just don't know who playbooks that in.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And stopped a few
Cordy
yards
wasn't
shy
fast
of
enough
the
to get
goal
over
line
there.
at the 3. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Pass caught by the running back, Dalvin Cook. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Yeah, that's why I bet.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now Jones on 1st and 10. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
I ain't gonna lie, I really don't like Hopkins.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Yeah. Matt Jones, he's doing all right this year for me. Remember, I had to get
So
Matt Jones. I
3rd and 10,
didn't
they had
get.
the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Off the play fake, Jones. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it.
He was open
And
too.
that's
I just
pretty
saw it.
indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. So still, and now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Ryan wants to throw it. Setting up the screen for Cook. Room here to run. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown.
I threw it all out.
This thing is ugly.
I threw it all out blitz.
Not much defensive resistance on that drive.
I did an all out blitz.
They haven't faced much
You might
defensive
have
resistance the
went
entire
streak.
game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball, and we see that the next time out.
Doing that bush.
He is into the end zone again. So
2 weeks.
some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah,
Come on, McCaffrey.
Even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking for the crossing receiver. He's got him. This is Hilton. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones flushed out right. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And over the middle, this is Parker. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. For the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively.
Damn, I picked the wrong one.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
He ain't got a one player, so.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. And going deep for Hill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Panthers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other.
Oh, yeah. Especially at 78.
Good. Your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Falcons, they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory. And next week, they get to stay home again as the Los Angeles Chargers come to town. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis,
come on,
we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Might be Tommy. You know, you play Tommy next week. Oh, at least Matt Jones got something. I'll play the Bengals. I got three user games in a row. But I had 10 user games this league. Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. This is God-given, so I thank her as I go. This gon' sound conceited, but I know. Crazy than it winning. Yeah, crazy than it winning. Yeah, got power from my head to my feet. Yeah, run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. What this game? This game? I'm screaming Campbell, then still hit the dancing and wherever I'm at. Feel like a champion, mamba mentality. I am the masterpiece, life is the crap. These love me and I can't resist it, but I'm only guilty of slipping too fast. Life is my legacy, what lies ahead of me, helping to get peace with this past. Little bitty regular that I pack, 007 before you react. Don't think twice, my only advice for my granddad before he passed. Look to the stars, look at the sky at night. Tell me that heaven ain't black on everything I love. Try not to brag till you bring it up. Tunnel vision, block opinions, and I could give but think of us. Duck jab hooks in it through the roof with an uppercut. Tell the truth, shut the devil up. In the booth, I'm untouchable. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, so you gon' see.
Oh, he the one that put 60 on TXT. Oh, you beat him, so okay. Yeah, I'm gonna hop off for the night. Go clean up and stuff. Eat something. Yeah, I ain't playing. Alright.
One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot.